Hey, what's up? It's Hobart. Welcome to Android University, and this is my first time on this ROM. It's a ROM by Pure Motive. It is called GalaxyMod. It is RLS number 10, and as you can see, I am using the AOSP lock screen, which is a pretty cool option that I'll show you here in just a second. But like I said, this is the latest from him. It was just released, I believe, yesterday. It is based off of the latest leak from Verizon, the VRBLK3 leak, which we'll go to the settings menu here, and we'll see we are on Android 4.1.1. We're on the VRBLK3 baseband. Now, if you flash this ROM and your baseband still says K1 or HE or whatever, don't worry. The ROM is not supposed to change your baseband. You do need to go and find the RPM and the radio for the VRBLK3 leak and zip file or download the zip file and flash those separately. Then you will see the VRBLK3. So just a little side note for you. I did choose the Fox kernel in Aroma. When you are installing this ROM, you will be using the Aroma installer. You'll have all sorts of options to choose from kernels to keyboards to theming to applications to cameras. So this is one of the things that I did is I chose the Fox kernel, which did not like my phone at all. I had lots of problems when booting, so I quickly got Lean kernel by iMozion, which I just found out is how you say his name. So I will not be messing that up anymore. iMozion. It's the 1.1 release that was just released. Of course, this is off the Sprint source code, but it still works pretty darn good with our phone. We are on the GalaxyMod rls10 for the Galaxy S3 on Verizon, and a lot of people wondering about the theming. If you do choose theming on this ROM, you see it kind of looks droid-like. I really like it. Pure Motive, great job on it, man. Probably one of the best theming I've seen done. But you have the option to slide your options over instead of it all being buttons. So that is what the settings menu looks like. It's a gray and red type theme. Now check out some of the modifications. You do have the lock mod, which does enable the AOSP lock screen, which I showed you just a second ago. You can enable your lock screen sounds, and you can also customize your sounds as well. The battery bar, this is the battery bar up top, which if I click it, you'll see I've got a gray battery bar up top there. That is also customizable from the size of it, the color of it, and all that kind of stuff as well. And then you have your quick panel settings. Those three options are kind of the custom options here in the ROM. Home screen mode, that's for noobs who've never used a phone before. We don't need to play with that. Sound display, storage, all of that is in here. Location services, your lock screen. If you're using the TouchWiz lock screen, this is where you'll go to enable your information ticker, your clock, your weather, all that kind of stuff. If you're using the TouchWiz lock screen. If you're using the AOSP, there's no options yet except for unlock, camera, and Google. Okay. The cloud, you have that option in there, Google's new cloud, where you can back things up to their cloud, and that's pretty much the settings menu. Now, looking at the ROM, it's a beautiful ROM. We'll pull down the notification bar here. You can see that it is themed red and gray and white and black. Really like it a lot. Love the ROM. I chose the 4.2 clock widget along with the alarm clock and stopwatch and everything that does come with it. So that's one of the options. Camera is another option. Now I chose the Samsung and the 4.2 camera when I flashed this ROM. It only gave me the 4.2 camera. Now it may not do that for you, but it did for me. So what I had to do is go to another ROM, extract the Samsung camera, and put it in the system app folder, fix permissions, and reboot. Now, I've got the 4.2 camera zip on my SD card already. So what you might want to do to save some time, if this is a problem, is just to choose the Samsung camera and then flash the zip after you've booted your phone to get the 4.2 camera. Because like I said, I did not get both. But they both work, and they both work great. Let's check here up. You got your Google Now, which is working great. No problems with that at all. Show more cards. It's going to give me nearby events. Sometimes it'll show me traffic and stuff like that when I'm on my way to work. Let's see here. Let's go and check out the kernel. If you did flash the 1.1 Lean kernel by iMozion, which I'm so happy I finally know how to say that, and you can clock this baby up to 1.9 gigahertz, and it goes down to 384 megahertz. I keep mine at 1.62, and you are able to change the voltages as well with this kernel. Like I said, the voltages are pretty much at 1150 until you get to 1.3 gigahertz. After that, they start to step up. So if you want to, I'm going to take the voltages, bring them down a little bit to what they are stock. But that is the Lean kernel by iMozion. 1.1 is the latest from him. Okay, don't forget to unlock your bootloader with the Easy Unlock. Use the 1.2 version, not the latest one on the Play Store. It messes up sometimes and will not unlock the bootloader correctly. So make sure you're putting 1.2 on your phone and using that to unlock. All right. I used TWRP to flash this. It worked great. I was on Clockwork Mod Recovery for a little while because TWRP wasn't working for me to flash Beans ROM, but it's working now, and so I'm back on it. And I don't like the new Clockwork Mod Recovery with all those blobs that it saves. It's horrible. Anyway, you get all your Samsung applications. You can choose them in the Aroma installer. So you can get all of your bloatware as much or as little as you want. Your widgets are also going to be here for TouchWiz, so you get all the same widgets, which is pretty sweet. I love that wallpaper. What do you think? Checking GPS. We'll go to the GPS status application here, and we'll see what we're looking at. Again, I'm inside. It locked down pretty quick. There we go. 11, 12 out of 21, 13 out of 21. And another thing I like to do is always go to the maps and make sure that it's got me in the right location, too. And there it is. It's got me at the right location. So location's working, GPS is working, Google Now is working great, Wi-Fi works, 4G works. Let's see what else. The kernel is overclockable. You can play with the voltages. You do have several options of kernels when you are flashing this ROM. Alright, so I wanted to show you the different keyboards that you can get as well. You have the Xperia keyboard, which is pretty sweet. You have Swipe keyboard. I have the Swift Key Flow Beta that I've been playing with since that was a brand new keyboard. You have the regular Android keyboard and Google Voice Typing. So you have several different keyboards. The Xperia keyboard, if you haven't seen it yet, that's what it looks like right there. The Swipe keyboard. Oh, I haven't even gone through Swipe yet, so I don't want to do that. So you see that you do have different options when it comes to your keyboard, and again, those are some of those are options in your Aroma installer as well. So let me go back to this one here. That's pretty much it. It's a beautiful ROM. Definitely give it a try. It is the latest from Pure Motive. It is based off the VRBLK3 leak. It is the latest Jelly Bean for the Verizon Galaxy S3, and definitely worth flashing. So give it a try. My name is Hobart. Thanks for joining me today. Don't forget to check out my other videos on Android University, YouTube.com. The latest and greatest for your Verizon Samsung Galaxy S3. You can see what they look like before you flash them, and you can even watch them while you're downloading the ROM as you're getting excited to flash it for the first time. So definitely check it out. Thanks for hanging with me. My name is Hobart, Android University. Have a great day.